Hello and welcome back to another episode of Southern Boy Farm. I'm Kelvin, and today I am going to transplant my second batch of corn. Now, it is now October, I believe today is the 12th. At any rate, it's 2 days after Columbus Day, and I came out to check on the seedlings this morning and realized that it's time. At least most of them have come up, and now I want to go ahead and get them into the ground. So let's go ahead and do this. Over here I have what I call my greenhouse because it's green and it's a little house. I found this at the Wally World and it's working out well for me. It's got two sections that zip up, and when you go inside, then you've got space to put all of your stuff. And the effect is the same like in a greenhouse that you can walk into. So in this one here, these right here, this is my corn. This is Stowell's corn. I'll put the exact name in the title and in the description. And in the same tray back there, I have Georgia collards that have begun to sprout. But for today, I'm only going to transplant the corn. So let me get that out of there. Now, I know that there are those of you who will say, no, Kelvin, you're supposed to just plant the corn directly into the ground and it will work. But this is one of those cases where I had to do what works best for me, and I'm going to advise you the same thing. You need to do what works best for you. I did the exact same thing with these corn. I put them into the tray, I let them sprout or germinate, and then I took and I put them in the ground, and that was about the beginning of September, and these have already begun to flower, and on some of the ones that have flowered, I'm already starting to get tassels where the corn is. So for me, it's working. Plant the corn seeds, let them germinate, and then transplant them into the ground. So like I said, we're going through second spring down here. So today was a day where my high was 88 and my low tonight will be 79. It's still warm enough to grow crops like this sweet corn. So in here, I have one of those soil block makers. And if you look, even with it just being this small, up out of the ground, look at that root that's going all the way down. And this is the reason why a lot of people say you shouldn't do transplant, but typically I've not had too much of a problem, so I'm going to continue to do what works for me. And there you have it. I have 11 more sweet corn that I've just planted for my fall winter 2022, or what I just call spring, second spring. So this will hopefully turn out, and it'll get 1 to 2 ears per stalk. And once that's exhausted, then hopefully a few weeks later, then I'll have this batch. So I've got this continuous little amount of corn that can be grown. Now, My first planting of corn didn't work. I did it all wrong. My second planting, I did a direct sow. I followed a lot of the instructions that people had for me. And again, I don't know what I did wrong, but it too failed. So I'm hoping that third time is the charm. And so far, so good. So again, love yourself, love those around you, cost you nothing, and it will mean so much to both you and them. Until the next time, see you later. Bye.